What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Social Media Mindset. And I think it's the first actor I've ever had on this show. Definitely the first rapper I've ever had on this show. But don't be scared, guys, because he used to be those things. I think still tries to be those things, but he is a realtor now, and we're going to get into this story. This guy has a huge personality, incredible presence on social media. Mike Danielson, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Appreciate you, Kyle. How you doing, man?
Dude, I'm doing awesome.
Cool.
I'm excited. I put glasses on just for you today.
You make me feel bigger than I am, man.
You are so out there. What I'm excited about talking to you about today is I've lived the last 7 years of my life trying to force feed realtors to do social media better. Mm-hmm. And they won't get out of their own way. They won't be lighthearted. They won't have a sense of humor. They want to be business all the time. And then I meet you, and we've yet to meet in person. We're going to make that happen in about a week.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, this guy gets it. He's doing it the right way. And so I just knew that we had to have this conversation. So, Mike, I want to just start. I want to know more about your story.
Okay.
Like, give us the Mike Danielson story.
The abbreviated version?
Yeah, kind of abbreviated, not super abbreviated.
All right, so I grew up in Alief, Texas, in the southwest side of Houston. It's a gang kind of area, kind of grew up different. Didn't have the best, I don't know what the word is. I don't know. We're going to edit this, right?
No, we stay live.
Oh.
Upbringing,
man,
right?
I don't even know what to call it. Well, upbringing, I mean like not social. I don't know. Let's move on. All right, so anyways, moving on. Started out just in rap when I was younger. You had options of either being in a gang or playing basketball. Not good at either one, so I just thought I'll try rapping. Went on with that for like a long time. Had a couple CDs out, been in a bunch of groups. Then I got into acting because I didn't do the rap anymore. It doesn't really constitute well for a marriage to be a rapper, being gone all the time. I had 3 little kids. Okay. So acting, I can still use a creative outlet, and I can still kind of just do what I enjoy, doing something creative. So I still act right now. You were saying kind of step away from those things. I act right now. I have 3 movies on Amazon Prime currently. I have 2 movies on, I have 2 movies on Bill and Wood. I have another one coming out that'll probably be on Netflix and everything else.
Tell us, you don't have to be shy. Tell us what they are so we can go check you out.
I mean, Ridge Run 1 and 2, which is on Bill and Wood. Ridge Run 2 is actually on Bill and Wood and on Amazon Prime right now. I'm in a movie called Prepper from Film Patterson that's on Amazon Prime. I'm in a movie called It's a Wonderful Plight that's on Amazon Prime. And then I'll be in King of Dallas that'll be coming out probably later this year.
Wow. So how does one get into acting?
It's all tied to my music. I did rap for a long time, and I know a lot of like big name people. If you know Ben and Skin, I don't know if you ever followed them on the radio.
I love Ben and Skin. Yeah.
Ben and Skin used to rap. I've been in Ben's house at parties. I went and saw them at, funny story about them. I went to Roller Town, which is their brewery over in Salina.
Yeah.
About maybe a month ago, and I took my daughter just because I knew they were doing a satellite thing in there and I hadn't seen them in a long time. Yeah. And I walk in and my daughter's taking a video for us, and Ben told my daughter, she's like, I'm the biggest fan of your dad. And I was like, dude, seriously. And it's not because of my rap, because I'm not that great. It's my social media presence. Yeah. And a lot of people, I know Head Crack from the radio. I know a lot of radio people, and they're all like, dude, your social media presence is crazy. But it's always been this way. Yeah. And kind of when I did real estate 20 years ago, I kind of talked to you about that before. I worked as an office assistant back in like the late 90s, which was a totally different world back then. We didn't have Zillow. We didn't have DocuSign or Zip forms. I had to actual pull forms out and stuff like that. It was a different world, And I stepped away from that and started a printing company, and I did that for 20 years. But I've always wanted to come back to this. This has always been my goal. I love helping people. I love houses. I just love the market. I love everything about it. Yeah. But everything I've learned up to this point, social media wise, I'm bringing into this, and it's freaking people out. They don't know what to think about me. You know what I mean,
bro? So tell me about your, I guess we'll call it your social media journey. Okay. Because most realtors or lenders or any small business owner that might listen to this podcast, their first question is going to be like, okay, cool, I get it. I need to be more present online. But I suck. So, where do I start? What do I do first?
Are we going all the way back to MySpace?
Well, man. We want to pull. Man. We definitely can.
I started out on MySpace. I had my top 8 was me. I had 8 accounts when I rapped. That was Payday 1, Payday 2, Payday 3, Payday 4, Payday 5, Southwest Payday. Oh my gosh. Them Dirty Boys. You could pick your top 8. I was my top 8. I had probably 10,000 on each account. MySpace was a lot easier than Facebook to kind of get followers, not necessarily the traditional way. And when Facebook came out, I almost didn't want to get on it. I was like, man, this is lame. I was like, I can't put my own music on the top. I can't pick my top 8 friends. This is stupid. I know HTML. I actually taught myself HTML when I was younger. So on MySpace, you can go in with HTML and tweak the page, and I could make my own almost a website, like fully blown. Can't do that on Facebook. There's too much restrictions.
Maybe MySpace will come back soon.
I'm hoping, dude. I keep messaging Tom. I'm like, come on, brother. Let's bring it back.
Come on, bro.
But yeah, Facebook-wise, I just translate everything that I knew from there and brought it here. You know what I mean? Here's the main thing. We need to be top of mind, right? Always. Yeah. That's our goal.
Yeah.
So all the stuff that other people do, that works for some people. Let's take them a pie and let's go do a pop by and let's call people on the phone 9 million times and bug them or go knock on their door. I can knock on 1,000 doors every time I make a post.
Right.
Versus I'm going to hope I get lucky when I call these people that one time. They know 50 realtors. You know what I mean? For me to stay top of mind, I have to go through an entire database and I'm going to call them all this many times.
Yeah.
Do it on Facebook. You knock on 1,000 doors with one post.
Yeah.
You know
so
what I mean?
how do you, so like you wake up today and then how do you decide like what action you take on social media?
I mean, I just let it go. When I started this journey to getting my license right now, I started posting, I'm taking classes. I would take a picture of my piece of paper, like that I'm writing out all these equations and stuff. And hey, I just started my first real estate class. Come on this journey with me. I've never dressed like I do now with little, dress coats and all that. I wore cargo shorts and horror t-shirts. I like Freddy Krueger. So when I started on this, I'm like, hey, help me pick out my clothes because I've never dressed like this. Y'all give me your opinion. What do you think's good? And it just generated interest. And all these people that I met, after the fact, they're like, man, I feel like I was on the journey with you. I feel like I was right there. I got to help pick your clothes and I got to cheer you on when you passed all your tests. You know what I mean? And then I took Ignite.
So real quick, I just want to stop for the listeners because this is a big moment that I think most people miss is you ask questions. You're getting people to engage, whereas most people, we just post something, right? Like, check out my cheeseburger. And that's all it is. Right, there's really nothing there.
What kind of cheeseburgers do you like?
The extra time, right, to ask, what cheeseburger do you like, or even like, what's a weird condiment you like on your burger? There's just so many simple things to add to a very basic post, and that's what you're doing a really good job.
And anytime they comment on it, and it could be somebody I haven't talked to in 10 years since I started Facebook, and then all of a sudden they comment on it, and all of a sudden I'm in their feed, and all of a sudden they might send me a message like, hey man, I didn't even know you're doing real estate. Now you're in my feed every day. I'm like, yes sir, I am. What can I do to help? And here's just a little thing too. I have not called one person on the phone. I tried it in the beginning and everybody's like, yeah, I know you do real estate. You post about it every single day. Haven't called one person, haven't knocked on one door. I have a lot of business right now. I mean, seriously, like I've been rookie of the month for the past 4 months in my office. I've done 7 transactions, but right now I have 17 buyers at my lender right now. I have 3 or 4 listings fixing to come up between now and February.
Wow.
And I have 3 or 4 lease people. You know what I mean?
And you just got relicensed in July.
No, I got licensed in February.
Okay.
February, but I didn't do anything. I didn't actively try to. I was in Ignite and I was posting pictures of my class and like, hey, here's my first day at the office. Hey, I just got out of printing for 20 years. Here's my first day at Keller Williams. Here's my first day doing like these parties because dude, they give us a lot of parties and free food over here on real estate. I don't know if you knew that.
Heck yeah.
I just gained 30 pounds.
For a lot of those.
Yeah. Oh, have you? Oh, I need to attend some of those.
Not recently. I feel like I'm finally big time enough that I don't have to pay my way in.
Yeah.
But for years, that's the only way I could get in front of people is to give you guys free stuff all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, we do like free stuff. That is a guarantee.
So, Mike, because one of the things that I think when you and I finally get together in person that will really hit it off well is because neither one of us really seem to give much of a crap what people think about us.
Not at all.
And so that I believe is incredibly rare. Most people spend their time far overcomplicating what they think people think about them, what they think people are saying about them, when they're probably not saying anything at all. So how would you coach the people listening to navigate those waters of just caring less about the opinions of others?
Okay, I'll give you an example. So when I started at Keller Williams, I do this in all my pictures. I'm from the hood. I'm a rapper. This is what we do.
Throwing up them deuces.
Chunking the deuce. Oh, thank you. I've never heard
chunking the deuce.
In Houston, it's chunking up the deuce. We do that. It's
chunking up the deuce. Okay,
that's
cool.
That's Stage Town. So I started in that office. Every time we took pictures in the class, I'm always like this. I had multiple people come up to me. What's that V sign? Is that some kind of gang sign? I'm like, it's literally a peace sign, but I do it like that. And they said, you can't do that. Nobody will take you seriously. You're not going to be able to get any clients. And I was like, okay, if you say so. So my first 4 clients that I took out showing houses, and I can't turn it off. I mean, my brain is my brain, right? So I always take pictures and I make that a social media post, right? Everything is content. There's a song, everything is content, everything, it's a TikTok.
So stop. So let's say this again. Everything is content.
Everything is content.
And you were starting to sing the song from Lego, right? That everything is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything is content.
Well, somebody did that on TikTok and they changed it to that.
Oh, they did.
Yeah. That's why I like that one.
I miss some of these creative moments. But that's so
with this symbol, I was saying,
I want to give a tip real fast.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So one of the things, because everything is content, dude, we can scream this from the rooftops. Nobody gets it. Everybody wants the perfect shot, the perfect pose, the perfect sunset, the perfect. And so one of my simple tips is, guys, put a reminder in your phone that goes off every day that says, stand up, look around, take a picture.
Yeah.
Because at no point during the day are you not in a moment where you can snap a picture of something, drop a question on it, and people are going to engage it.
That's true.
Everything is content. Okay, sorry, Mike.
Everything.
Keep going.
Oh, no worries. So I was saying, with me doing this, I would still do it in pictures with my clients. They'd be behind me. I'm like, hey, showing this house. And that was like my first couple that I got to finally show houses. And I'm like, there's like a little Indian guy behind me doing this. He's probably never done that his entire life. And I just, out of habit, I do it. And he's behind me. And he does that in every picture that I'm in with him now. Like, I went to an Indian housewarming party probably a month ago. And he's right there with me standing in front of this big tapestry. And we're like, hey, and he probably never did that before, but he does now. Everybody in my office now, you'll see pictures in Keller Williams. If there's any posts, they're all, hey. A lot of big agents do that. Jared Ty does it to mess with me a lot. I know you know Jared.
Shout out Jared Ty.
Yeah,
man, I love
he
that
does
guy.
that. He'll send me pictures like that all the time. I doubt he did it before me.
There's no way. You 100% invented the sideways peace sign. I
did.
I mean, I refuse to believe anything other than that.
All right.
So this is why I'm so glad we're doing this, because you're kind of like my spirit animal now in the real estate world, because of just your willingness to do whatever. Even, yesterday you're like, bro, so pumped for tomorrow. Can you give me a logo or something? Like, I'm going to make a graphic. And like, you're not a graphic artist.
I kind of am. I mean, I train myself. I'm a shade tree graphic artist.
Yeah, and I don't even know, how good that means that you are.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is, you're just always doing something. And so
because everything is content.
Because everything is content.
Yeah,
so
there you go.
for the graphics, you make a graphic. It's got me and you. It looks like we're like leaning on a wall, and it's super fun. Are you using Canva for that? Like, how are you doing your graphics?
I do all my graphics in PixArt, which is a free app probably on your Apple store, and then I use Android.
Really?
Yeah, it's PixArt, PICSART. There's a paid version. I don't use it. I use the free version.
Okay.
Every time it says, "Would you like to pay for this?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm good."
PixArt.
And all PixArt, PICSART.
Okay.
And like all my stuff like that, I do all of that in PixArt. Every single thing.
Really? Have you tried? Have you used Canva before?
It's too limiting, and that's what every single real estate person uses. So all their stuff looks a lot similar to each other. I'm trying to be nice about saying that, but my stuff doesn't look like any of theirs.
Okay.
So Canva has like set things you can do. I like to be outside the box. I don't want to be.
I love
in the box.
it. I love options. I've never even heard of PixArt, so we'll have that in the show notes.
I'll send it to you in a message. Yeah.
That's
my videos,
awesome,
I use Power Director. I don't know if you saw the video I made of our show where I put your talking behind it and all that. For my TikTok,
see that.
Power Director on my phone. I do everything on my phone.
Power Director, PixArt, Power Director.
Yep, and I pay $30 a year for that, just for the music that it has, because it's copyright free. Because I was getting a lot of I have all 4 social media sites like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and so when I found out when I would take stuff from TikTok and post it on my Facebook, they'd ding me for copyright, and then they'd mute my video, and I don't like that. So I started using Power Director. I paid the $30. I have an entire library of songs I use for all my open house videos and other videos, and I never have that problem anymore.
I love it.
But yeah.
Mike, how do you avoid burnout with, I feel like most people are exhausted by social media, and, you're there every day, if not multiple times a day.
Last night at 12:30 in the morning, and that's every day.
So how do you, do you just genuinely like it, or
I love it.
Do you just see it as a means to an end?
I love it. And it's also a means to an end.
How do you help someone love it that doesn't?
That's a tough question. I don't know. I mean, do you love yourself? That's the first thing. Do you love yourself enough to put yourself out there, carefree of what the world thinks, and just sharing your life with people? It's like you're letting people into your house and your life and your car while you're driving around. It's scary. Some people are scared of that. I'm just personally not.
Yeah.
But jokingly, my nickname is Payday because I used to rap. That was my name. My friends that know me as that call me Picture Day, and they've always called me Picture Day because they know I use Facebook as my photo album. I store all my, every picture I take, it goes in Facebook.
Yeah.
And they call me Picture Day as a joke.
We should have had one of your rap songs queued up so we could.
They have one everywhere. I'm on Apple just like y'all. It's funny on TikTok. They have my sounds on there as sounds you can use. I just came across, there's people using it. There's like 28 people that have my song on their videos. I didn't even know, I'm
going to go find it today. What's the title of it?
Just type in Payday and on the music. And if you scroll down a little bit, it'll show my picture with the Oilers jersey and chunking up the deuce.
Oh my gosh. Chunking
but
the
with
deuce.
I had gold gorilla in that picture also. I used to have diamonds.
Oh my gosh.
I got veneers now. Pretty.
So can I tell you that I have rapped before as well? Just one time, but it was back in my youth pastor days. And I was trying to impress the kids, and so I did a rap song. And I don't
what kind of numbers did you have on that?
It was great. Probably zero. Probably 0 views.
That's still a number, brother.
Yeah, it wasn't one of my prouder moments, but it just it goes to show I'm willing to do anything to be in front of people and keep them engaged.
Yep.
So that had nothing to do with any of this. I just wanted to feel cool.
I respect you more now.
A fellow rapper.
Hey, we're there.
So let's talk about this, Mike. What do you think, if you had to kind of look at rap and now real estate, what are some things that you learned as a rapper that are helping you be good at now real estate?
Well, number one would be stage presence, which I can talk to anybody at any time. I used to have to work rooms, and I do this and everything. I also manage a stand-up comedian locally, and so he watches me. I do the same thing with rap that I do the same thing with real estate. I do the same thing with management. I walk into a room, and I find out who the movers and shakers are in the room, and I go shake and move them. You know what I mean? That's what real estate is. If it's clients and I go to a client event, who do I need to talk to? Who needs to buy a house? Like today, I had 2 occurrences. I got 2 more customers. I bought for my pool. I bought some chlorine tabs, right? Yeah. And the guy was at the counter. I'm always trying to get a discount. I don't like to pay full price. I don't know about you. I don't like it.
I usually just pay whatever they say.
You probably pay extra. You're like, can I just pay a little bit more?
I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker.
So I walked in. It's like $200 for those. I was like, I want to get 20% off because I know they have that sometimes. And I was like, hey, brother, can I get, do you have that discount? He's like, that's only on the small ones. And I was like, that's cool. I said, man, I'm a good customer. Maybe give me 10%. And he was like, nah. And I was like, okay. And then he gave me 20. And I'm like, dude, I said, you know what? I'd love to help you if you ever want to buy a house or anything. I'll give you zero. You want to pay me anything? And he's like, really? I was like, yeah, because you don't pay me. The seller does. And he's like, so then that started a conversation. And then he said, well, I actually want to sell a house. He's like, my dad has a house in Dallas. I need to sell it. Well, hey, let's sell it. And I said, you know what else? He wanted to find a lease. So now I've got to sell and a lease just from a dude that gave me a 20% discount. You know what I mean? And that's every day.
It's just having conversations.
Every day. That's all you do.
And
that's the thing. Go ahead.
Social media.
It is. That's what I was going to say. A lot of the things with my pictures that I started online, I was like, I bring it to the real world. Like I started out making the funny pictures, and I can give you some history on that too if you want to get into how it started with all that. But have you ever seen the movie I Love You, Man?
Yes.
He's a real estate agent. My brother-in-law, I made one picture as a joke. Like when I got into this, I wasn't doing all these funny pictures. I was doing serious ads like, hey man, FHAs are this and, rentals this. And I made one picture as a joke. And I said, if you want to go to, my friend goes to Disney all the time. His name's Chris Blue. He lives at Disney. 6-7 times a year. Wow. And I said, I made an ad just joking with him. And I said, if you want the money to go to Disneyland, sell your house. And it had me with my head on Walt Disney, the statue at Walt Disney.
I love it.
And I just sent it to him. He's like, dude, that's hilarious. And then I posted it. I was like, I'll just post it. And everybody loved it. Then my brother-in-law messaged me and he's like, have you ever seen I Love You, Man? I was like, no, I haven't. And then he sent me a clip of it with the license to sell. So the first thing I made was license to sell. I did that. Yeah. And I don't think I have an actual printed card of that. And then I just started rolling and people were like, I said, I do all these. Like I did The Godfather. I've got The Home Finder. I've got Lord of the Rings.
And are you making these in PixArt too?
Every single thing I make on PixArt on my phone.
Golly.
Yeah. I got the most interesting man in real estate, which true statement. I really am.
Dude, I love, I'm just looking at your Facebook feed. Like you just, because you're paying attention to what matters right now. Mm-hmm. And so it's a picture of you as a farmer holding a chicken and a big old basket of eggs. Yeah. And it says closing gifts this year will be 1 dozen extra large free range eggs. Mm-hmm. Because we all know eggs are expensive. And
you know why I did that? I've seen a bunch of agents and they're just sharing a meme. And it'll be like somebody on a beach and they're holding up some eggs and they're like, I'm going to give you an expensive gift for Valentine's Day. Okay, but you're not doing that. You're just copying a meme and just sending it. So I'm like, my brain's always like, well, how can I make it better? How can I make it branded to me? And then I do it. And then people share my stuff. They're sharing my ads. You know what I mean?
You want me to tell you how I would make this better right now?
Definitely.
I would just remove your phone number from it.
Okay.
Because one, that's very salesy.
I am very
but then
salesy.
Two, nobody needs it. Like the people that know you have it, but the people that see it on social are one click away from a DM to you. And so I just see it as a very pointless addition.
My thing with that, and like Jared's talked to me about that too, I actually make my phone number part of everything. I have jingles. I have people that I know from rap. People are just giving me things now. I have video people that just, let me just shoot videos for you. Let me make a jingle. They made me a jingle and they put my number in it. So now it's kind of a thing. And I have two sayings. I always say, hey, it's Mike Danielson, your local DFW realtor. That's salesy as crap, dude. There's nothing more salesy than that, right? And then I have my saying. I came up with it when I was in class. And I was like, if you want to buy or sell a home, don't do it alone. Call Mike, 972-880-4105. I always say it.
Here's the difference.
But it sticks in people's heads.
Yeah, and I think the reason it works for you is because, like, you're a character. Mm-hmm. And so you're always having fun. You know, so even when you're doing things that we would deem salesy, it doesn't probably necessarily feel that way because if I know you, you're fun, big personality, and most people that would be, like, if most people tried to imitate you,
it won't work.
It would be horrible, right? Because they don't possess those unique qualities and abilities.
I was really worried. I don't get worried a lot about what people think. I really don't care, just like you said. But I was kind of like on my new friends, like I'm in a bunch of whiskey groups and a bunch of different things that people don't know me really well. And I started on this journey and I started doing this all the time. And I'm like, I started going to parties with like people that are not really, really good friends of mine. And I'm like, all these people are going to talk crap and just say, man, this dude's like, you're always over there annoying me with your stupid real estate stuff. And I walked in and every single person, they told me, dude, I love your posts. Dude, I look forward to the pictures you're going to do next. Dude, I look forward to your videos. They're hilarious. They'll come up to me and they're like, do you want to buy or sell a home? They say it and want me to finish it out. And I'm like, don't do it alone. Call me. You know, I walk around the pool of my neighborhood. They all do that. And it's just, like you said, I'm a character. But it's me. I mean, the character is me. I'm this. Yeah. And I've heard you speak about this before, and this is really important to me, is how do people get comfortable on video if they're different people in public? You know what I mean? If you're portraying a different character to different people at different times, like at church or at work or here, I've never treated anybody different or acted different to anybody. My stepdad taught me, he didn't teach me a lot of good things, but he always taught me, you treat the janitor of a company the exact same way you treat the CEO of a company. And I do. And everybody remembers me. And I don't have to change it when I make a video. I don't say, oh, maybe I need to make my video this way for this person or this way for this person. I am the same character 24/7 because it's me. You know what I mean? And that's what you got to do. That's something for your people that will make videos a lot easier if you just don't change yourself.
100%.
Be you. Be authentic. Be real.
It's brilliant advice. So
put the real in real estate. You know what I mean?
Put the real in real estate. Yeah, so I want to ask you one final question.
Okay.
Because I try to keep these to 30-ish minutes, and we could easily make this a 2-hour conversation.
We could make it a
3-day event.
Yeah.
Here's what I already know is going to happen. People are going to listen to this episode. They're going to find you wildly entertaining. They're going to go look you up and be entertained by you. And then their next thought is, well, of course this is easy for him. He's really funny. He's really creative. He used to be a rapper. He's an actor, right? They'll start rattling off all these excuses as to why you're allowed to be good at it and they're not. And so what would your advice be to that person? Maybe they are a little bit more quiet. Maybe they are. How do they do this?
I tell people every day at my office, I try to educate people. I'm not a coach, but I try to coach people, especially people coming up the same time as me. Yeah. Find out what makes you different. Find out what makes you exciting. You may not be me. You may not be funny, but you may have a talent playing the guitar. You might have a talent yodeling. I don't know. You might have a talent with a hula hoop. All those things are talents. All those things intrigue people. It's something different. Be the hula hoop person. You're the hula hoop realtor. You're going to do open houses. I'm going to hula hoop the whole time. Whatever it is, find out what makes you different and special. What makes me different and special is I'm just out there and I'm crazy. And it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm borderline insane.
I love it. So, Mike, how do people find you?
I am at Mike Danielson Realtor on all social media. I have other social media too, but for my real estate stuff, I am at Mike Danielson Realtor on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all of them. MySpace, LinkedIn, all of them.
So, guys, go connect with Mike. Go find his movies. Go find his rap tracks.
Don't find the rap. I mean,
don't find the rap. Just kidding. Do not find the rap.
I still get paid for that. If when you find it and you stream it, I still get paid off that. I got a $20 check the other day for like 50,000 streams.
I love it. I love it, man. I know you're busy, and I'm super appreciative of you.
Oh, man.
Thank you for
I appreciate
coming on
you
the
reaching
show.
out to me, man. I love that you're wearing glasses like me, you know.
Yeah, I'm just trying to feel cool.
I love that you're wearing a Raiders hat. Tell me, is there significance to that by any chance? You like the Raiders?
Yeah, okay. I do not like the Raiders. I collect hats from the cities I speak in. And so this summer when I spoke in Vegas, I just had to have a Raiders hat to represent Vegas.
That's pretty cool, man.
You know? So
that is the mecca of speaking, dude. That's
right. So that's what makes me a big deal.
I feel better now that I'm on the podcast with you that you spoke in Las Vegas. It actually makes me a bigger deal, you know.
100% does. You can ride my coattails as often as you'd like, my friend.
Sweet. I'm going to be doing it. All right.
All right, guys. I'm going to go check out Payday's hip-hop tracks. Make sure you throw up those deuces, and we'll see you back next week with an average person with a way less cooler story than Mike's. But tune in and listen anyway. See ya.
All right, man. Thank you.